it do. Fellas, listen to this. What I wanted at 21, I don't want at 25. Those were Lori Harvey's words. I'm gonna just call her L. No, I'm joking. I'll say Lori. Let's take away the Harvey. But if you guys do not know Lori Harvey, she is Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, okay? And she said this about why she's not with Michael B. Jordan. Now, fellas, you see by the title, why it's too late for her. When the options is gone, when she hits the wall, and age is a big factor. Because women think if beauty is constantly there, forever there, they're forever in their prime. Because 35 is not prime. 30 is not prime. Okay, so I want you guys to be following where I'm going with this. So for all my fellas that are new to my channel, welcome. For everybody that's coming back, welcome. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. But by title, we're going to be kind of reviewing, kind of a reaction. I do not do reaction videos on here. I'll probably just be doing it on my Patreon. Make sure you check out my Patreon. And with that just being said, make sure you book your consultations, fellas. I want to talk about lit stuff. I want to talk about what's next, what's your goals, things that you learned, and other things that you actually accomplished after all the game that you learned. If you're red pilled, book a consultation. If you just want to chop it up, book a consultation. Or maybe you're really going through something, that link is down below. Click it. And there's other options. You can get bundle deals as well. And there's t-shirts and all different types of stuff. Okay. So with that all just being said, like I already said, I won't be doing reactions on here. Maybe in the future, I'm not sure. We'll see how we could kind of bring it back, but for sure on Patreon. And I'm only saying this for all the other people that still tell me, can you do reaction videos? Okay. So I'm kind of reacting to this, and I'll give you guys basically why with women, they're going to get to a point where they hit the wall, and then it becomes way too late. Due to the fact that women have options after options, and beauty is what is the power. You know, if I look gorgeous, for sure I'm gonna get that man. If I look good, for sure I'm gonna have some attention. If I look decent, there's still gonna be validation. So with women, it's down to looks. And unfortunately, they do hit the wall later on. As in like 20, I would say 25 up, but I would say 30 is really the age. Now I only say 25 up because sometimes women get to 25 and kind of start feeling like, okay, I'm maybe ready to settle down, but they're still in that, nope, not ready. I have options. Guys are validating, and she's still young, right? 25 is still young. So it's kind of just like the prime is coming so close, and before they know it, 30 is right there, right? So 30, that's really what they say, I would say. Where do you guys feel like, answer this question, where do you guys feel like women start changing physically? And a great question is like their body as well. Like obviously the older you get, you know, the less energetic, the less she can give, the less she can take. So if you get what I'm saying, do you guys feel like at a certain age, or after a woman hits the wall at this age, whatever that age you would say it is, it changes. It's different. She's not as delicious. She's not as, you know, a snack as we would say. Okay. So now let's go into this Lori Harvey talk. In the beginning, I said I'll just call her Lori because, yeah, I don't have to say the full name or her L, whatever. So just give this video a big thumbs up if you haven't, though. I have to remind you guys, it helps me so much. So let's go back to what I wanted at 21. I don't want at 25. So if you guys don't get what that means, that simply means is that I have options forever, right? I have men lined up, right? My beauty is there. Now she understands. Let's start off with how women understand that beauty is power. This is the part where y'all gotta understand, okay? Money and status is power. Now the disadvantage for you fellas is you have to work hard. You constantly have to work hard. The disadvantage is that you don't have to, you know, just, you guys just can't pull out your thing and think that it's gonna get you whatever. But with women, you know, like I say, right side, left side, they could do that and it could get them whatever. So you see the disadvantage there, it's easier for women. It really just takes beauty. And unfortunately, you know, the disadvantage makes it so easy that there's ways for women to access it so easily, whether it's the right way or not, right? We also don't talk about like the other things that women do to make their money or get money out of guys, but just consider all that, right? So it really helps them. It really gives them the boost. So now if we stop there, how women are above men, not only in their mind, but in society, in the modern day. What they're doing is literally elevating by not even doing nothing. So now when we have you fellas come into their life, You give them validation. You basically tell them what they need to hear for them to understand, for them to keep going with their behavior, their mindset, their ego, their pride, right? So now when we take away options, just so you guys can get where I'm going to, but we'll backtrack. If we take away options, and that's due to her hitting the wall, the beauty is fading. And like I said, no matter what, you could look gorgeous at like, all the way at like 35, all the way to like 50, 60, no matter what, she could look like that girl. But 23 is going to be better. 22 is going to be better. 21 is going to be better. I've heard the other day somebody say 18 will be better, I think, or 19, whatever that legal age it was. They said something wild like that. Like, the younger she is, the better she is. It's just kind of coming with that youthfulness, that, young girl, whatever. But at the end of the day, when you do hit the wall, there is a point, and this is the part where women absolutely destroy this type of train of thought. I will one day, guys won't want me. No, that's impossible for her mind. So if we backtrack now, the wall, if she decides that I will never hit the wall, and this is in her mind, because you can't control your age goes on, right? So if she decides, no, in this world that I live in this physical world, I'm not gonna mature, I'm literally gonna look young, I'm gonna look like the best, I'm gonna be so attractive that no matter what age I'm at, I'm gonna have the same type of validation, and wrong. I had to say that real quick because it's so quick. You got to be so quick as a fella to understand that it's not that way. So because if she feeling so powerful that she has her beauty, that is the power, she's taking advantage. And so we have women now like Lori Harvey that has to say things such as, what I wanted at 21, I don't want at 25. So that simply just means I have my options. And until I don't have my options, and the reason behind this is I will never have the chance to not have options because I'm so gorgeous, I'm so this, I have it going on. So I will always be in this spot of always not needing to choose that man or be with that man. So let's talk about Michael B. Jordan a bit. This is who she just got out of a relationship with, right? And I believe they were together for a year or 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not even sure. But anyways, in the beginning, people were thinking it's not legit, thinking, it's all like, how they have their social media, whatever words. I don't even be paying attention. But it's a flex or it's a front or it's just to put it out there, whatever. But then I guess it turned out to be so real. Moral of the story is Lori Harvey been with Future, multiply, you know how it goes. So she's been with a lot of men, and at the end of the day, some folks are saying, you know what, she's been with a lot of men, she's just trying to prove that she could actually stay with the man, and that's why she chose Michael B. Jordan, or was with, this guy, Michael B. Jordan, and stayed with him for this long, and now she wants to move on, and she should really be able to do that. And that's the moral of the story. So for her, what she's feeling is, I can do this. If I do not like you due to you changing your actions, not considering what I have to change. And this is where women feel so powerful, and men that are simps are now in a relationship where they're the softer guy, tissue soft, and women are strong. I gotta think of something. What's that one brand? I don't know. Y'all know if you're I don't know if it's a Canadian brand, but I'm trying to think of something else for comparing you tissue soft guys to somebody that is strong. And now women are the strong one in a relationship when you're supposed to be the alpha. So boom, she knows that her beauty is powerful. What they say is the kitty is a powerful one. So if that's just the case, let's throw away the hitting the wall and everything else. The mindset that this woman has with this man that became or is a simp for her or to her is that, well, you're the one that is still sticking around after this bull BS. Why are you still dealing with me? Well, I guess I could have this because I'm privileged. So yes, there is pretty privileged women out there. There is beauty is power and giddy is power. So now if we talk about you fellas, how you guys get caught up with women, Michael B. Jordan, like, I don't know, I didn't even check into if he's heartbroken. I guess apparently something like he was heartbroken or I'm not even sure. I just heard the basics, okay? So just backtracking to that, there's people or this guy's Sims, and I'll say he might have, I'm not sure if he wanted everything to be done. I'm sure he didn't. I'm not sure. But he might have wanted to still stay with her or still work it through. But that's not what women see with a man that he has no power no more. So I'm saying y'all will start acting or being with a woman that completely shows that all she knows is that my beauty is powerful. So it's kind of like, what did Michael B. Jordan gain out of this whole relationship aside from being with a beautiful woman? Absolutely nothing. Now, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but we got to consider she dated a father and a son. What is it, Diddy Combs or whatever, or his son or whatever, right? And I'm sure it was probably in the same dang year. Yeah, think about that. So it's just kind of like a messy situation, or it's whatever I want to do, or it's my life is my life, and I'm young, and I'm going to be forever young, or you know what, even if I'm not forever young, I'm going to be forever getting guys, because I'm going to forever be taking care of my face, my skin, and my body, and my waist is going to be tight, and it's going to be like this, Mom. You know, my thighs going to start here, it's going to end here, and my waist is still going to stay this small, and it's going to be perky for sure. It's going to be sitting right. And that's all it takes. It got to stay tight, right? So if you just like consider everything that women know, they might not have game, right? They might not, know what to do with a guy that is not so weak. They can't. This happens a lot where women have to pipe down. They got to relax. They got to cement with that type of guy because you can't play this type of stuff. And we'll talk about Future in a second. The one that he was not, or she was not playing with, because he said, what? You gotta, what? Send her back to the streets. I can't do it. I really tried. That was really bad. Just don't comfort me. But give me a big thumbs up for the effort. Okay. But like, before we get to Future, because that's how I kind of want to wrap up this video, got it written down. And we'll talk about age still, because I have age highlighted. So just backtrack to Lori. Like, we started off this video saying, if the options are not there, if it's not available for her, she has no other option as in to, act a certain way. If she wants a certain guy, she realizes her behavior, not having game, not being really pretty, just her behavior, what he wants, what it takes to keep him. If she realizes that's not enough to keep that guy, shout out to Future, then now it's like, we gotta send her back or it's over. So it's kind of like, Michael B. Jordan was not Lori Harvey's match. If anything, Michael B. Jordan was the one that said, let me try to save her. Why? It's kind of just like, she could just come to you when she's ready. Or it's kind of just like, Future said, I'm going to do what I got to do with her. And then it was sending her back, whether she wanted to actually be done or not. He's still seen her for what it was. And I say what it was to kind of make it sound a little bit nice. It's really for what it is. A girl that just wants to, be with whatever guy. And if she gets bored, if she's tired, if she doesn't want to put effort, if, you're not doing enough, and there's plenty of guys that are going to do it, why would I stick around? So it's like, and I'm not going to talk about this deeply in this video. We'll see which video I kind of talk more about, like, how bad it is and how women are just so privileged. But it's just kind of like, the effort or the care or any like sort of like sympathy and I'm not saying this woman needs to feel bad for you. I'm just saying she needs to feel bad for being so horrible to men. She needs to understand that you can't just get away with your beauty forever, or your beauty will catch up to you and it's going to be too late, too sad. And you're going to be like, dang, Michael B. Jordan, the grass is not greener when I turn 30. The grass is absolutely not greener. Matter of fact, it's drier. And it's not even just her personally, she's drier, but it's also her life is dry. No men, right? And like I said, she's not going to stay moist, right? As time goes by, we got to just understand women's bodies will just change. Whether she's doing the best of the best to actually keep it up, it still changes. So it's kind of like she's going to have to keep up with the best that she can. But the more her ego is up and built, it's more so because she's trying to keep it together. She's trying to actually look good, which is a good thing, but it's also considering where is her mind starting at? Is it, I will keep it together, I'm trying to keep it together, and also I'm going to use it to my advantage with men out here? Or is it, I want to eventually get to this point, or I know I have things to work on as a woman, and although I'm keeping it together, eventually I'll find a guy that will be just the one for me, and I will be the one just for him, and there will be loyalty and faithfulness. Now let's just go ahead to the wrapping up. My videos are normally about 16 minutes, so we'll talk a little bit about Future in the future. How ironic, not really, but in the future. Okay, I'm just being corny right now, and I'm just in the mood to laugh. So in the future, we'll talk about Future. Okay, don't come for me for being whack with that one. But give me a thumbs up once again. And so we'll say Future. Future knew what Lori Harvey was for, or what she was good for. Now I say this to say, you guys should know that there's guys out here that strictly want women just for the claps. Okay, so if that just means that, right? And 3 claps, right? I didn't do all 3. Well, you get my point, okay? So if that's just the case, obviously women knowing what their power is, they know that, unfortunately, back to those alpha guys or the guys that they eventually submit to or pipe down to, they know that, okay, you know, he has that power, as in he's not seeing me for, oh, the beautiful wifey, everything I'm willing to do. She's just like crazy. I'm gonna go crazy over her, obsessed with her. She knows Future was not doing that. Maybe in the beginning, a lot of it. That's not a word or a sentence, but I'm gonna say a lot of it of simping. But it doesn't matter. It's not a little bit. Maybe he was doing a lot of bit of simping, but he's seen her for what it was. So back to her, understanding that Future realized that, hey, she is for the block and the streets and the trenches. She either left or, you know what, Future just sent her back. But everybody knew what's up in that relationship. Them two, they knew. Fortunately, when compared to Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey, unfortunately, we know reality is Michael B. Jordan was probably really in love. Okay. And then also, Michael B. Jordan didn't see what Future seen. The trenches next to her, the block next to her, the hood. So realistically, who was the simp? Not Future, of course. And you would have to say Future is the alpha. You guys see how Future moves anyways. And let's just wrap up now for real to say that at the end of the day, those are the differences in men. At the end of the day, though, she still gets sort of different types of validation, or she's still knowing so much or how much to do with men. She still would, in Lori Harvey, try to move a certain way, which is smart to a certain degree, but it will catch up to her. Not only that, now people are, and this is the part of catching up to her, people are seeing her for who she is. People are seeing that, is it really worth it? What's the point? When are you gonna, or who's the guy that's gonna get you to want to pipe down and settle down and be at home? Okay, now I'll stop because I really want to go, but you know, I can't do a 20-minute video today. We gotta film. I'm gonna tell you guys this though, so I'm not really just rambling or still talking about nothing. Like I was trying to keep elaborating. I have more notes. We'll do a part 2 on this, or maybe we'll just kind of do like the same topic, why it's too late for her, in a different video explaining why it's too late. Or we'll, like, once again, come back to this Lori Harvey story. Y'all let me know like part 2s, whatnot, and then other types of videos you guys like to see. And like I already said, you gotta book your consultation so we can get to the talking. There's a whole lot of stuff that I would love to talk to you guys about, and I'm sure maybe there's a few things y'all want to talk to me about. Make sure you check that link. It's down below. Click it. And I thank you guys especially for watching until the end of the video. Bye, y'all.